Hi, my name is Tarun Thakur. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of Veza. I'm so excited to share a major update from Gartner, where they announced a new taxonomy and defined it as IVIP. Gartner defines identity visibility and intelligence platforms as the next generation of identity platforms. And I'm going to quote the specific element, which is they start by defining IVIP is a very distinct from the current existing world of user and directory services, where IVIP is all about that gathers and categorizes and visualizes, normalizes identity data across all of the systems that are across our enterprise for ultimately enhancing the security, the governance, the identity hygiene, and bringing a centralized control to highly decentralized environments across the enterprise. So very excited with this announcement, announcement coming from Gartner. As many of you know, we started Veza 5 years ago with this core thesis, this core insights and intuition that there's a gaping hole in industry about principle of least privilege. The intuition that if we truly want to go solve that problem, the answer is rooted in permissions and entitlements, which is the visibility and the intelligence of who has access to what, not so much in directory services. And fast forward today, again, we're very grateful for Gartner to come out and define the term. Identity is now number one reason behind the security breaches. It's the key frontier of security. And honestly, identity is highly too fragmented and fractured. The traditional IAM, the traditional IGA practices, the traditional PAM practices are solving the critical problems of identity, but in a very siloed approach. Identity needs that horizontal platform for security teams. What does it mean for you? Gartner calls this the identity visibility crisis, right? Nobody really knows who has access to what, how did you get that access, and what are you doing with that access, right? And so what it means for you is, look, not only do we not need to address the existing and the now use cases of IGA, but also future proofing, what we call the next generation access use cases, the NHI, the GenAI use cases, the agentic use cases. Number two, it gives the security teams instant visibility and context. Joanne has access to Snowflake. That means nothing to nobody. What can she do in Snowflake, right? How can we maintain that least privilege and the over-permissioning boundary? Number three, the boards and the regulators to be able to expect clear and immediate answers from the IAM teams. And really, at the end of the day, we believe, architecture is what matters, right? Architecture matters when you're solving such complicated, hard use cases. And we believe with the graph-based approach, with the graph architecture that brings and normalizes all the access permissions and entitlements, truly a first of the kind, industry first technology that we have built, on which you can query, you can ask questions, you can find your key risk indicators, you can run access reviews, you can set up access profile policies, you can set up privileged access users. We believe that access graph is really the foundation of what is IVIP, and we believe IVIP is the foundation of modern IAM transformation. Thank you so much, and I look forward to unpacking this journey as we continue. Appreciate it.